What's going on?
Yo,
Not
morning.
It's Cali, man.
I don't know if y'all can see the light.
I'm gonna put my glasses on.
Yeah, he know wake up.
Wait,
It's
are
after
you?
9. It's after 9 in Cali.
So it's you guys are ahead of us.
Behind us.
Behind. Oh, so you just got up, literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you guys doing?
We doing all
We're
right.
good. How you doing?
We doing all right. You know.
Good,
So-
man. Just enjoying the time away real quick, and just
But
hoping
it's-
you guys are doing as well as I am.
Well, we're working on becoming a carbon copy of you, but a better carbon copy. Did I just throw you under the bus? I don't know. Maybe I did. Okay. I know you're on vacation, but it's a working kind of thing because you have that new company in California, right?
Yeah. So we're out here right now. Give me a second. Let me come down.
Okay. All right. So you're going downstairs. All right. So while he's working on going downstairs, let me just say who our guests are today. Shinehead, reggae artist, big time. So that means Facebook is gonna mute our ass all over the place. But you know what? I really don't care because it doesn't matter what you do, they're gonna mute you anyway. But the most important thing, once you're listening to us live, you will hear everything without being muted. And also, of course, the rebroadcast this evening on Soca Passion, no mutes. And tomorrow on Island Beach Radio, no mute. So listen to us live right now on iTunes Radio. Nothing is muted. Yeah, so Shinehead is our guest. And Kyle Noel is also our guest featuring some new music out of Trinidad and Tobago for this young man. I think it dropped 2 days ago. So we'll be listening to some of that. So Kevin, you went downstairs to the, you're going to get some breakfast while you're downstairs too?
No. So, let me get a quiet place first.
Okay.
Let's do what we got to do.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll go grab something to eat because I haven't eaten as yet.
Okay.
It's been about a whole day since I haven't eaten.
A whole day?
Ridiculous.
What's wrong with you, boy?
Oh.
See, when you're making money, you don't stop.
Yeah, but
to
you got to
eat
be
enough.
healthy enough to spend the money.
When you're making money, you
Dang
don't
it,
stop.
diggity dang.
I want to have that problem one of these days. I really do.
We're going to have that problem.
We're going to have that problem.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Victorious.
I want to be like Biggie. More
Yeah,
money,
man.
more problems.
What's up, Victorious? How you doing, man?
Victorious is in
You say more, more money.
he's in what, North Carolina? Yeah, he relocated to North Carolina.
He did?
And
North Carolina.
yes.
Oh, wow.
And the Kari also relocated to
that's my guy.
Texas 2 days ago. So we're still here in Florida dealing with the man. So let's have that conversation.
What you got for us today?
What you got for us
got for
today?
So check. So I was in Tennessee yesterday.
Uh-huh.
A good
Mountains.
friend of mine retired from the Army, and I was able to fly out there, and just kind of wish him well and kind of welcome him to the to the civilian world. And then on my way back, he said some things at the retirement ceremony, and I want people to think about this. Like, I was talking to his wife, and they had been renters. They've been renters for, forever, ever. They don't have any bills. They have great credit, 800 plus credit scores, and they are like really on the fence whether or not if they want to buy a house when he retires. And I'm sitting there like, what? What do you mean you're on the fence as to like whether or not if you need to buy a home? Now, mind you, he's paying $525 a month rent, and he's been paying that for the last 5 years. That kind of came up to a little over $31,000 for the last 5 years. So I looked at his wife and I said, you guys paid $31,000 to somebody else. She was like, yeah. I said, that doesn't sink in at all. You just paid 31 grand to someone else. He actually made a profit off of you.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, he just made a profit off of you. So, here's the thing. What is the internal validation that some of us have to do that? like to pay somebody else's mortgage, to actually help someone create wealth without even thinking twice about it. How are you validating that internally? And how are you validating that to the people around you that you're literally paying someone else's mortgage and you're actually helping someone else become wealthy off of your hard work?
I don't think people think
How
about
are you
that.
validating?
I don't think, because
That's
when
crazy.
you broke it down to her like that, did you see a light bulb go off in her head, or you
Oh,
didn't?
yeah.
You did.
Oh,
Okay.
man. What? Because she was like, she finds it hard to pay a mortgage because she doesn't want to make a mistake. She doesn't want to end up, taking on such a huge responsibility and messing it up. And I turned around and I said, well, how long have you guys been renters? She told me how long. I said, well, have you guys ever missed a rent payment? She was like, no, never. I said, well, think about that. If you've never missed a rent payment,
Then you'll never miss your mortgage payment.
you'll never miss your mortgage payment. Like, right? So she was like, oh, I was like, well, yeah, I mean, but, and you know me, I'm always telling people a mortgage is a forced savings plan. And she was like, what? What you mean a forced savings plan? I said, well, yeah. If you borrow $200,000 from the bank, right? Yeah, you got to pay it back. But here's the thing: when you're paying yourself back of that $200,000, you're building equity. If you're paying rent, you're building
Nothing.
no equity.
Nothing.
If you're paying a mortgage, you're paying your equity, so you can get that back at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So she looked at me. She was like, I never really thought about it. I said, well, yeah.
But
here's the thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, though. Lima, there's so many people out there. Code Red, there's so many people out there, bro. They are so comfortable just paying rent and they don't want the responsibility.
That's correct. I completely believe that.
They don't want the responsibility of paying a mortgage. They don't want a responsibility of paying the insurance. They don't want the responsibility of paying the taxes. They don't want the responsibility of paying for the upkeep. They don't want none of that.
But here's where none of that makes sense. Okay, right now there's a moratorium only because of COVID-19, and some people in Congress are trying to save that. Okay,
it's going to get extended.
Okay, but that only because of COVID-19. Now let's say you have a mortgage. Something happened. You can't pay the mortgage for the month of August. That's a conversation you could have with the mortgage company, where they could either put it at the end of the loan, or y'all could have a conversation and they could come up with. You can't do that if you're renting.
No,
you can't. So
you don't have any. There's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no
safety net.
Homestead.
Oh,
there's
homestead.
no homestead.
That's true. That's true.
So there's no homestead if you don't own, right? So if you own, you have a level of homestead. You could homestead your home, right? At the end of the day, it's yours. It's a family legacy. And I think more and more people nowadays should be acting. Once again, I hate using that word should. Like, we really need to really be a lot more educated. And here's the thing. I have a friend of mine who's in New York right now.
Another friend.
And this is the thing with educating yourself, right? Mm-hmm. When you go to Tom, Dick, and Harry, for Tom, Dick, and Harry's advice, you get Tom, Dick, and Harry's information. If you're going to Tom, stick with Tom. If you're going to Dick, stick with Dick. If you're going to Harry, stick with Harry. When people go here, there, and everywhere searching for information, not saying that's wrong, not saying it's wrong, verify, yes, that's fine. Verify the information as you're getting the information, but stick to one source. So
here's where the psychotherapist that I am is kicking in. The reason why people triangulate like that is because they keep searching to hear what they want to hear. Okay, and as soon as they hear what they want to hear, then they stop asking Jennifer and Giselle, because they heard what they want to hear. And that's the reason why they go to Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know what I'm saying?
The validation.
Validation. Yes.
That validation. So, just kind of be mindful for that, and I would encourage people consistently. It's halfway past the year already. Mm-hmm. So, it's never too late to start saving. It's never too late to start working on your credit. It's never too late to actually start dreaming and having a vision of actually home ownership this year, it's not too late. It's not too late. People can still buy homes under 230, under 250. You can still buy a house under 250, right? So don't think because prices are going up you can't buy something. She said, "Oh, why would I buy right now? Prices are too high." I said, "Well, you're gonna wait till prices come down?" She was like, "Yeah, yeah." I said, "Well, you have a crystal ball. When is that gonna happen?"
Well, that says to me that she still hasn't learned a darn thing. So good luck with that one.
So
Well,
I
She
do
learned
have,
one thing, but she didn't learn the other thing.
I do have a question though, and I don't know if it's a misconception, and I'm hoping that you correct me if I'm wrong. In having a mortgage, is the best thing to pay off? Let's say you have a 30-year mortgage, and if you are able to pay, to double up your mortgage where you can pay it off in 15, is it best to pay off your mortgage or just continue paying towards it? What is the? Because I heard once you pay off your mortgage, you no longer be able to take out equity on the home. Is that correct?
No,
Okay.
it's not true.
Okay.
No.
That's what I said.
No.
I'm glad you corrected me. Okay.
Yeah, because if you've paid off on your home, you could refinance that sucker and pull out money when you want. I mean, I had a home in Point Siena,
And you
it's
paid it off.
for,
Yeah.
paid
I remember.
for, and we were pulling out money left and right of that sucker. We were, like now, now is a great time to refinance. You can pull out money, do things, bring down your interest rate, pull some money out, grab some equity in your home. That's yours. That's your homestead,
So
right?
how if you pay it off, how can you refinance if the bank no longer owns it? How
Because
how
the
is that?
equity is still there.
There's value.
Okay,
The home still has value,
Okay.
right? You can still go get a loan against that home. You can get a HELOC, right? You can grab some money out of it.
Because the equity
Right.
is still there, right?
Yeah. It hasn't
So you're
lost
borrowing-
value.
yeah.
It
You could
hasn't done anything.
take some of
Yeah.
your equity.
Okay.
Yeah, the house in
Okay.
Point Siena, I bought that house for $87,000, and literally I was
Wow.
I remember that house
I remember the size of the house.
I remember that house.
I'm like, wow.
because it was behind God back in the boondocks. Go ahead.
and honestly, I pulled out money from that house twice.
Wow.
Twice, yeah. Oh yeah, man. You know what? Here's the thing. There's so many. Once again, there's so many misconceptions as to like what you can do in real estate. Just up until recently. So, and this is sidebar. People used to think that you could not challenge appraisals if they were under FHA, right? They were saying once you get an appraisal with an FHA, that FHA appraisal sticks with the home for 6 months or whatever. That was a lie. That was a lie. The only reason why that was, people were saying that is because they never took the time to research the fact that you could go ahead and get that appraisal annulled or canceled. You can get that appraisal number removed and get a whole brand new appraisal within the same space of time. So, there's so many different backdoors into this business. But yeah, you can pull money out. You can pull money out as long as we're doing it right now. You can pull money out.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you
Thank
can
you.
pull money out.
Thanks, Kate.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
you own that outright. That's yours. You can.
I don't own my house outright.
But you're working
yet.
towards it.
Not yet.
But
Not
you're
yet.
working
Yeah.
towards it.
But working towards it.
I tell people try and see if you can pay twice a month.
Yeah.
I try to tell people if you have the ways and means to do twice a month, do twice a month.
Well-
I do like my credit card. I pay my credit card 2-3 times a month.
Well, if you look at it, all right? Now, if you pay your mortgage, let's say your mortgage is $1,600 a month. If you pay $800 every month, if you pay $800 every 2 weeks, you'll actually be paying 13 payments in 1 year. If you think about it, 52 payments.
Which pushes you closer towards that goal
Right.
of
So you'll actually be
paying it
paying an
off.
extra.
Yeah, you could be making extra payments. I tell people if you could make an additional payment on your mortgage at least once a month, man, do it. You'll you'll cut out a lot of those.
It also
The
bumps up
interest-
your credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
helps
those
your
interest-
credit big time.
And those interest payments, you no longer you won't be paying too much towards the interest. You'll be paying towards the principal.
Yeah, your principal, right? Where's Gerald?
Yeah, we need Gerald. Oh, we need
Where's
Gerald.
Gerald? This is he's
Okay.
a nerd. He's
This
a
is
nerd.
Gerald.
when it
Okay,
comes to
so
this stuff.
I dropped the ball on that because I did tell him when we would bring him back on, but I'm chief cook and bottle washer sometimes, so I just
Nah, that's
I
all right.
forget-
That's
I
okay.
forget,
We'll
you
get
know.
Gerald back on.
So-
He's a nerd when he's coming to Orlando, like you know.
Yes, he's moving to Orlando. And
Definitely.
I believe the office, as I said, is going to be in Winter Garden, down on that side. All right, sweetheart, you enjoy Cali, and we'll see you back on the air next week, Saturday, right?
Next week, yeah, we'll be back, guys. Here's what, Lima, for
What?
people who are thinking about buying or selling their homes, do it. You know, the questions that a lot of people have: where am I going to move to? Prices are too high. Listen, once you hire an expert, once you hire a professional, those questions, those scenarios, they become null. They're not as hard and they're not as difficult. The challenges are not as difficult when you're dealing with somebody who's experienced, who is professional, who knows exactly what they're doing, right? So to answer those questions, get with a professional, get with somebody who knows what they're doing, who's been in the business for some time, and they will be able to help you navigate through the minutia of either buying now or selling right now, because there's no better time than the present.
And the professional that we're referring to and we're referring you to is the man that's on the screen right now, the man whose voice you're hearing, which is 407-780-3338, Mr. Kevin Amoroso. And of
If
course,
they can't reach me though, Lima, if they can't reach me,
Uh-huh.
trust me, they can reach you. I know they can reach Code Red.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, at the end of the day, we can definitely help them. If not me, somebody who can, you know, somebody, because listen, not everybody, I don't work well with everybody. I'll be honest with you. But I'm pretty sure I got somebody who might work well with you. You know, let's be for real. You know, I'm 110% legit like that.
And I'm with you on that. And again, before we let you go, it's 2021. We are leveling up this year. We're putting all the things in the right places to do what we need to do for us and our families and as a people. So with that in mind, you take care, enjoy California, and, you know, do well.
You guys take care. Love you guys.
All
Love
right,
you
take
too.
care, man.
Tell
All
Natalie
right,
hi.
bye-bye. Will do. You guys have fun.
You too.